At 76, Moe Norman lives a lonely life, far from the golf spotlight he deserved. The man Tiger Woods called one of only two golfers who truly own their swing sleeps in his car some nights. His pockets bulge with cash he won't trust to banks, while his genius goes unrecognized by a sport that rejected him for being different. In Kitchener, Ontario, Murray Irwin Norman was born to a working-class family in 1929. When he was 5, his life changed forever. While sledding down an icy hill, Moe slid under a passing car. The rear wheel rolled over his sled, leaving him with just a slight cheek bruise. But his family couldn't afford hospital care. His sister noticed something different about Moe after the accident. The once typical rambunctious kid seemed changed. His behavior shifted. In school, he struggled with most subjects, but showed amazing skill with numbers, solving complex math problems in his head with shocking speed. As a preteen, Moe found his way to Rockaway Municipal Course as a caddy. He taught himself to play, never taking a single lesson. For hours, he would hit the same rusty club at the hill where his accident happened. The golf course became his safe place away from a world where he felt out of step. By the 1950s, Moe dominated Canadian amateur golf. He won back-to-back Canadian amateur championships in 1955 and 1956. In 1956 alone, he won 17 of 21 tournaments he entered. These wins earned him invitations to the Masters tournament. His first Masters attempt ended in pain. The night before round 1, he took a lesson from Sam Snead and then hit around 800 practice balls. His hands blistered so badly he had to withdraw. He returned in 1957, but missed the cut by one stroke. Then came the crushing blow. In October 1956, just days before he was to represent Canada in the America's Cup in Mexico, the Royal Canadian Golf Association stripped him of his amateur status. They claimed he sold tournament prizes for travel money and disapproved of his fast play and clowning with galleries. Moe said they never contacted him about these issues before making their decision public. With no choice, Moe turned professional in 1957, forced out of amateur golf by an establishment that couldn't accept his differences. Moe tried the American PGA Tour around 1957-1959. His record was impressive, making 25 cuts in 27 events. He even held the lead late in the Greater New Orleans Open before finishing 4th. But the social side broke him. Other players bullied and mocked him for his unusual clothes and behavior. He wore long-sleeved shirts buttoned to the chin, regardless of heat, and often had ill-fitting pants. His high-pitched, sing-song voice and repeated phrases made him an easy target. After his strong showing in New Orleans, PGA officials gave him a harsh dressing down about his playing antics, like hitting shots off Coke bottles during rounds. They told him such clowning had no place in the big business of professional golf. Moe felt like a servant among gods. While other players stayed in nice hotels, he slept in his car or cheap motels, often carrying his own bag because he couldn't afford a caddy. The extreme shyness and social anxiety that had always plagued him made the tour unbearable. Overwhelmed and feeling rejected, he retreated to Canada, his American dream shattered. Back in his comfort zone, Moe became a Canadian legend. He racked up 55 wins in Canadian Tour events and other competitions. He won the Canadian PGA Championship twice, 1966 and claimed provincial open titles across the country: Ontario, Quebec, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and more. His skills were superhuman. He set 33 course records, recorded 17 holes in one, and shot multiple rounds under 60. In one marathon display, he hit 1,540 balls in under 7 hours. Golf's greatest champions recognized his talent. Sam Snead, Vijay Singh, Lee Trevino, and Tiger Woods had all praised him as perhaps the purest ball striker ever. When Moe practiced, tour players would stop their own sessions just to watch him hit balls with machine-like precision. Yet while these legends admired him, most golf fans around the world had never heard his name. His genius remained hidden within Canada's borders, his legend growing but his recognition limited. Moe's swing looked strange but worked perfectly. He stood far from the ball with a wide stance and minimal knee bend. His arms extended rigidly, creating his famous single plane position. The backswing was short, with the club moving in and then up while staying on the same plane. His lower body remained stable with minimal rotation. He played incredibly fast, often hitting within seconds of addressing the ball. But it was Moe himself who seemed most unusual. His speech had a musical quality, and he would repeat phrases 2 or 3 times. He avoided eye contact, struggled with social cues, and often left conversations abruptly. He had perfect recall of yardages from hundreds of courses. These behaviors led many to speculate Moe had Asperger's syndrome or perhaps acquired savant syndrome from his childhood accident. Dr. Richard Keefe, a psychiatrist who reviewed footage of Moe, identified many behaviors consistent with Asperger's. The repetitive speech, intense focus on golf, social difficulties, and repetitive motor movements. His obsession with golf was total. He reportedly hit over 5 million practice balls in his lifetime. This singular focus helped create his perfect swing, but left little room for normal relationships or life balance. For most of his life, Moe lived on the edge of poverty. He hitchhiked between tournaments and slept in his car or cheap motels. As his competitive career faded in the 1980s, he drifted toward obscurity, often broke. His relationship with money was as unusual as everything else about him. He distrusted banks and carried wads of $100 bills in his pockets. Yet he would lend thousands to aspiring golfers without asking for repayment. He saved obsessively to buy Cadillacs, his symbol of success, trading them in regularly for newer models. Relief came only late in life. Around 1999, after Moe was quoted saying, "Titleist never did nothing for me," the company's CEO, Wally Weiline, witnessed his ball striking and arranged a lifetime contract. Titleist paid him $5,000 monthly with no strings attached for the rest of his life. Natural Golf also provided financial support through a lifetime contract, recognizing that Moe's single-plane swing validated their teaching method. For the first time, the man who had given his life to golf had financial security. Moe's health began to fail in his later years. He underwent heart bypass surgery around 1998, which led to congestive heart failure. Around 2002, he suffered a heart attack. Then came a frightening car accident where he blacked out while driving his beloved Cadillac, causing it to roll into a ditch. Rescue workers had to use the jaws of life to free him. Doctors ordered him to stop playing golf for 6 months. Recognition finally came, but too late to change his career path. He was inducted into the Canadian Golf Hall of Fame in 1995 and later entered Canada's Sports Hall of Fame, the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame, and the PGA of Canada Hall of Fame. But these honors couldn't rewrite his story or give back the career he might have had with proper support. On September 4, 2004, at age 75, Moe Norman died in a hospital in his hometown of Kitchener, Ontario. The official cause was congestive heart failure. Today, Moe Norman's influence lives on. His single-plane swing is studied and taught worldwide, particularly through Todd Graves and the Graves Golf Academy. Modern players like Bryson DeChambeau show elements of Norman's mechanics in their swings. Books, documentaries, and a planned feature film, co-produced by hockey legend Wayne Gretzky, ensure his story will reach new audiences. His life has become a powerful symbol of both the price of being different and the potential for genius that lies outside convention. Moe's journey shows us that greatness doesn't require conformity. He developed his talent entirely his own way, rejecting conventional wisdom. His swing, once dismissed as awkward, is now studied for its efficiency and simplicity. The tragedy remains that golf never fully embraced him during his prime. The establishment that should have celebrated his unique talent instead pushed him aside because he didn't fit their mold. In the end, Moe lived as Frank Sinatra sang, "My way." He owned his swing, as Tiger Woods noted, but the sport failed to properly own him as one of its treasures until it was too late. Does golf owe Moe Norman more than just praise? Perhaps an apology for how it treated one of its most brilliant minds. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories of misunderstood legends like Moe Norman.